Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is for you in YouTube land. Word of Truth channel with Jeff Deloach. Jeff Deloach. Yeah, man. Bible teaching. Heavenly Father, give us everything that we need. We love you, we honor you, we praise you. Give us everything we need to understand you better. Amen. So, in the last video, today we're looking at Nebuchadnezzar and Nimrod, the mighty hunter from Genesis 10, the first king of the world. Nimrod, the ruler of men, the one who built the Tower of Babel. Babylon. So, if you want to learn the Bible, I'll teach you the Bible. There's a thing called regeneration. It means you regenerate, your spirit comes back here. That's why the Bible says it's appointed once for a man to die and then the judgment. You die and you go to heaven and then you come back here for your judgment. This is the place of judgment per Ecclesiastes 3:16. And I saw under the sun the place of judgment, and wickedness was there and righteousness was there. Under the sun is the place of judgment. This is the place of judgment. If you don't know that, you can't understand the Bible. The Lord doesn't judge you in heaven. He judges you on earth. Every moment, everything you think, everything you do, every heartbeat, every breath you take, every move you make, He'll be there watching you. He'll be watching you. Every move you make, every shit you take, every bone you break, every cake you bake, He'll be watching you. So Nimrod becomes Nebuchadnezzar. Yep. Nebuchadnezzar, the king of men, the king of Babylon, the king of confusion. That's why it's so sickening here. Because men are confused. You're a bunch of Babylonians. You don't even know. You don't have a clue what's going on in the spirit realm. You're lost. I'm just here to bag on you. I don't have anything for you. I'm just here to bag on you fucking Babylonians. There's no way for me to get through to any of you. I'm not your type. You don't know what an angel is, so what good is it to you? You're going to wander around like a fool. Anyway, let's read the Bible. So we know that Nebuchadnezzar is Nimrod in the regeneration because it's just obvious. Babylon, he built Tower of Babel, and then he's a mighty hunter, and then Nebuchadnezzar, king, the Lord calls him mighty. The king spoke and said, "Is it not this great Babylon that I have built for the house of the kingdom of the might of my power and for the honor of my majesty?" Just like Nimrod, mighty man, a mighty hunter. He hunts men. You guys are all trapped. You've been hunted. You just pray for God. He's just picking you off like fish in a barrel. Anyhow, so talks about A dream Nebuchadnezzar had. And the Lord told him, your shit's over. I'm going to make you come back 7 times and you're never going to learn. This fucking Donald Trump might be Nimrod. The last Nimrod. It's the end. He's the last Nimrod. He's Nebuchadnezzar. Why do you think he's such a fucking arrogant motherfucker? Because he's the last Nebuchadnezzar. He's the last Trump. He's the last fucking bitch. And he's gonna try and destroy everything. Let's read about it. Because now that I think of it, the words match up. And they shall drive thee from men, and thy dwelling place shall be with the beasts of the field. That's all you Babylonians, you knuckleheads. You're beasts of the field. You're Gentile believers. You don't believe in shit. You believe in men. Especially this Christian nationalist. You guys are the worst demons on the planet. You're fucking dastardly, dirty fuckers. They shall make thee to eat grass as oxen, and 7 times shall pass over you until you know that the Most High rules in the kingdom of men and give it to whoever he will. Do you know? Do you know that God set that fucker up to torture us? He's the whooping stick. He's the whooping stick. He's whooping us. He doesn't care. He's like, God gave me power to whoop these people. He's taking every bit. He's loving it. He loves spanking us. He has that wicked. Anyway, the same hour was the thing fulfilled upon Nebuchadnezzar, and he was driven from men and did eat grass as oxen, and his body was wet with the dew of heaven, till his hairs were grown like eagle's feathers. You see his hair? The fucking freaky eyebrows, that fucking gross hair that he has. His body was wet with dew of heaven till his hairs were grown like eagle's feathers and his nails like bird's claws. You see his hands? And at the end of the days, I, Nebuchadnezzar, lifted up mine eyes unto heaven, and my understanding returned unto me, and I blessed the Most High, and I praised and honored him that lived forever, whose dominion is an everlasting dominion, and his kingdom is from generation to generation. Regeneration, that's what Nebuchadnezzar is talking about. Every time he comes back, he gets to rule. And he thinks it's because of him. Because he's a rebel. He's Nimrod. He's that beast. He's that mighty hunter. He hunts men. He wants to destroy men. He's like Satan, Nebuchadnezzar. And that's why Nimrod became Nebuchadnezzar. I don't know who else. I don't know. Then he became Donald Trump. 7 times it passed over him. This is the 7th time. 7,000 years. Not 7-year tribulation, you knuckleheads. You guys are so, you're reading, your ability to comprehend literature. You gotta read the Bible a few times before you start putting things together. You guys don't even try to put it together. You just go, well, this means this and this means that, and you listen to your pastor that tells you a bunch of bullshit, and then you repeat it to everyone, and then now everyone believes it's a rapture and it's a 7-year tribulation. That's why it says he's going to shorten the days to 3.5 years. What's that? That means for some of you, you don't have to come back. You made it. You got it out of here. You made it out of here in three tries. Either 3 tries, and you have to come back for the 4th try, and then maybe you get 3 more. That's 7. That's why 4 is so important. I tell you guys all the time, 4, 4, 4. But you don't listen. You don't care. You don't want to know the Bible. You have no clue. You don't have a clue what you're talking about. You know nothing. 3.5 years. The saints, how's it say? And maybe he'll shorten the days so that there's only 3.5 years. That means instead of going through it 7 times, you only have to go through it 3. And then you're half in and half out, 3.5. You're not in heaven yet, but you don't have to come back. 3.5. You're halfway there. People have no literary skill whatsoever. You're not smart. You don't know how to read. You got to read this book a few times. You got to put things together. Anyway, let me continue reading before I start snapping. And I that honor him that lives forever, whose dominion is an everlasting dominion. Everlasting. You don't end. It's going to be over pretty soon. It never ends. It's going to get better for some of us. It's going to get worse for some of us. Some of you got to go through a lot more shit because you just dumb as rocks. You're going to have to get some reschooling, some re-education, because you just won't listen here. We'll get you. We're going to get you. You think you're going to get away. That's the funny part. You fuckers are laughing at me now. Wait to see who gets the last laugh. Just saying. I've given you all enough warning, and I've been on here enough years. No one's going share. No one's coming on doing videos going, you need to listen to Jeff Deloach. That guy's got the Bible down. It's not what you think it is, but it's true. You can tell it's true. He's telling the truth. We need to relearn the Bible. No one's doing that. Because no one has the balls. No one wants to be different. No one wants to know the truth. You all want to go along to get along with other men. You're all about men. You're not about God. And his kingdom is from regeneration to regeneration, and all the inhabitants of the earth are reputed as nothing. What have I said? You guys aren't shit. Most of you are zeros. You're reputed as nothing, and he does according to his will in the army of heaven. That's me. I'm in the army and among the inhabitants of the earth, and none can stay his hand or say unto him, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that, J.D. Niger? Why are you calling us knuckleheads and idiots? Because you are. God told me to tell you that. You're nothing. Because you don't have a clue what's going on. At the same time, my reason returned to me, and for the glory of my kingdom, mine honor and brightness returned unto me, and my counselors and my lords sought unto me, and I was established in my kingdom, and excellent majesty was added unto me. What's that mean? Fucking Nebuchadnezzar came down and seen the world so many times and ruled over man and saw the power that he had, and the power that he had, he realized that the power that he had was from God. The power I have is from God. The reason I am this way is because it comes from God. The power that Donald Trump has to be a dick came from God. So that he can punish you fucking demons. That's why they call him godlike. That's why they treat him like he's a god. Because God gave him the power to just be a dick. And he's doing a good job of it, yeah? I don't like mowing lawns anymore. I just don't like it. It's too much. It's too hard on the body. But I have to go do it. Now I, Nebuchadnezzar, praise and extol the honor of the King of heaven, all whose works are truth and his ways judgment. Do my lessons ever fail? Does what I say ever not fucking follow? Answer me that, bitches. Answer me that. What do I tell you all the time? Word of truth. It's all about judgment. You guys are here to be judged. Just like me. This is my judgment. This is my pain. This is my agony. Trying to teach knuckleheads the Bible. It hurts. It's fucking brutal. And I can't not do it. Every day I get out here and I teach the Bible because I have to. If I don't, it's going to hurt even more. The Lord's like, you better fucking do it, man. Now I, Nebuchadnezzar, praise and extol and honor the King of heaven, all whose works are truth and his ways judgment, and those that walk in pride he is able to abase. He's killing me. How can I not have pride? You know how? He's the one that's doing it, not me. This isn't my pride, this is him. He's like, I don't care if you be a dick. That's who you are, JD Nige. You're a fucking dick for me. I want you to go around being a dick to people. When you talk about me, tell them he made me this way. He made me this way. He gave me this knowledge that I can't even talk about it to people because they don't know. Anyway, the defilement of the temple vessels, the writing on the wall, and then God takes them out. Belshazzar, the king, made a great feast to 1,000 of his lords and drank wine before the 1,000. Belshazzar, while he tasted the wine, commanded to bring the golden and silver vessels, which his father Nebuchadnezzar had taken out of the temple, which was in Jerusalem. That's us. Let's drink from the vessels. Let's drink from the vessels of JD Niger. Let's drink the juice of the angels. I give you wine every day. You did. No one wants it. It's fucking weird. It's the most fascinating thing. And while he tasted the wine, commanded to bring the golden and silver vessels, which his father Nebuchadnezzar had taken out of the temple, which was in Jerusalem, and that the king and his princes, his wives, and his concubines might drink therein. What happened? When he came back to reality, that God's in control, he said, let's drink of the wine of the angels, of the saints of Jerusalem. That's my people. Let's drink of the wine of the princes of King Solomon. You understand that? Do you understand that at all? Do you understand? That's what the book is saying. Let's drink of the angels. Let's drink of the goodness of God. They drank wine and praised the gods of gold and silver and of brass, of iron and wood and stone. But they went right back to their man worship. They didn't drink out of love. They drank out of greed and lust. Just like we see you Christians. You're not drinking this out of love. You're nah. In the same hour came forth fingers of a man's hand and wrote over against the candlestick upon the plaster of the wall of the king's palace. And the king saw part of the hand that wrote. Then the king's countenance was changed, and his thoughts troubled him, so that the joints of his loins were loosed, and his knees smote one against another. He was shaken in his boots. The king cried aloud to bring in the astrologers, the Chaldeans, and the soothsayers. He brought in wizards, right? Witches, warlocks. Let's get the warlocks in here. Where's Charlie Kirk? Bring in the warlocks. And the king spoke and said to the wise men of Babylon, whoever can read this writing and show me the interpretation shall be clothed with scarlet and have a chain of gold about his neck, and shall be third ruler in the kingdom. Then came in all the king's wise men, but they couldn't read the writing, nor make known to the king the interpretation thereof. Why can't Pastor Porkchop explain the Bible to you? Because he's not anointed. He doesn't know the Bible. He doesn't know that. You don't know the deeper things of God. I do. God gives me the ability to interpret this book, not you. Just saying. It is what it is. I can't argue with that. None of you can fucking even hold a candle to me. You fucking warlocks and witches and Babylonian fucking astrologers and shitheads. You don't know. You don't have a clue what this book is about. Then was King Belshazzar greatly troubled, and his countenance was changed in him, and his lords were astonished. They're like, we don't know. We don't know what J.D. Nigel's talking about. How are we supposed to know? Now the queen, by reason of the words of the king and his lords, came into the banquet house, and the queen spoke and said, O king, live forever. Let not your thoughts trouble me, though your countenance be changed. There is a man in thy kingdom, in whom is the spirit of the holy gods, and in the days of thy father, light and understanding and wisdom, like the wisdom of gods, was found in him, whom the king Nebuchadnezzar, thy father, the king, I say, thy father, made master of magicians, astrologers, Chaldeans, and soothsayers. I am the master fucking warlock. I have the spirit of the Most High. You can't beat the spirit of the Most High. For inasmuch as an excellent spirit and knowledge and understanding, interpretation of dreams and showing hard sentences, and the solving of doubts were found in the same Daniel, whom the king made Belshazzar. Now let Daniel be called, and he will show you the interpretation. You gotta be a Jew. Don't you know that by now? You guys pretend, you act like you don't know me. You know me. Tell you what. I miss the days where all I had to do was mow lawns. Now I have to tell the truth. I have to get out here and teach nobody the Bible. That's a lot of fun. What a blast. Got my hair cut. Anyhow, what's the moral of the story? You got to be a Jew to interpret the Bible. You got to be of the priestly royal class. You guys don't understand that. There's angels and then there's men. There's two different types here. There's fucking beasts and then there's divine beings. I'm one of the divine beings. Sorry.